Good morning. Today is September 30th, Tuesday. It is 7:37 a.m. Central Time. I am just getting to my computer and my Wi-Fi is working this morning. Yesterday was kind of interesting. I was trading on my phone, got some trades in, was green for the day, but um, not the way I wanted to start my day. So I haven't really looked at anything. So we'll be looking at everything at the same time here. But quick kind of view on the cues, I did look up any dark pool levels that printed, and so I'll kind of flash that here really quick. So it looks like this 598 to 59875, let's call it. We had 1.4, 0.5, point 0.6, so about 1.6, 1.7 billion transacted here, which is pretty big. And so that coincides with around this level, which is pretty close to the close of yesterday. It might even be on the close, to be honest. So that's interesting. And so you look on the daily, it is right at this level, this 248.2250, let's say. And so I'll be watching how price reacts around there. Looks like we are just above it. So let's see if that holds as a zone for support. Um, I think if we break that and we get past here, it might zoom back to kind of close that gap potentially. But we'll see how things go there. As far as what's on the docket today, so today's the 30th. We have job openings at 9 and consumer confidence. So that is something to keep in mind. So be nimble in the first 30 minutes or so. And then end of the day, oh man, potential shutdown today. Oh god. So yeah, today might be fun. And then tomorrow we got ADP and manufacturing stuff, which is fine. Also beginning of the month. Yeah, we got Nike earnings as well, so that'll be good. So I feel like just today with the government shutdown and the job stuff coming, maybe there's some volatility in the morning, and then some kind of we'll see what happens in the afternoon. Because I think, yeah, I've been not really following the news there, but I know there's like the contention of, if they shut down the government, you're going to lay off a bunch of employees, blah blah blah. Well, not blah blah blah. That's a bad thing. But you're going to, lay off a bunch of employees, and that's kind of what one side's positioning it as, and then the other side's positioning it as the government shutting down because, um, the other side wants, I guess, free healthcare and stuff for illegal immigration, and so that's a whole sticky topic in of itself. So we'll see what's going on there, but we'll probably only trade the morning, look for some volatility here, and try to be done. Oh, and Trump makes an announcement at 10. Try to be done by 10 and just kind of see what things look like in executive orders and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be, I think be very cautious and paying attention to news around 9 to 10 Central Time. So we'll see. Um, so yeah, that's what things look like there. Again, this is the first time I'm looking at it for what option flow is looking like for the Qs yesterday. Looks a little bit bearish. What about for the SPY? Yeah. So it looks like we're betting on the bearish side. If we were expiring today, maybe. Yeah, let's see. If you expired today, bearish, not super bearish. So I think it's fine. So kind of neutral, I think, is my read on that. Um, I guess before I look at the NQs, let's look at the indexes here really quick. So yeah, yesterday on the NQ, nice kind of spike up. We closed in the middle of the candle, and so very strong, just straight up from pre-market. So that's super strong. I didn't really think there was any catalyst for that. It just kind of happened. So I guess that is good. And we didn't have a big wick. We kind of wicked back down to the middle, which still closed higher than the last two daily candles, and now we've had a little pullback. We held that low, and now we're kind of picking back up. So that is good. ES looks about the same. Russell had the pierced up, but we did break the low of yesterday, and we're kind of in the red pre-market. So it feels a little bit risk off there. And then Dow, interesting. So now Dow is no longer kind of leading us. And also the Dow held the low of yesterday, so you can't read too much into it yet. And then also the ES broke the low of yesterday as well. So interesting. So only the NQ is holding up with that low. And so for me, if we break this low, that's pretty significant on the short term. And so we'll see if it becomes a sweep or if we become just another pullback. So that's kind of interesting. So it looks bullish. Obviously, you look the charts going up, but it doesn't look super strong for me. It looks like we're still kind of breathing, and I guess that's to be expected today with the shutdown and everything else. VIX had a little gap up here. Interesting. And I saw somewhere on social media that somebody bought like $11 million of call options on the VIX at this 32 level, expiring in like 2 weeks, I think. So that's interesting. So somebody's expecting something crazy. So there you go. We'll see how that plays out. Um, Dollar just kind of hanging out. Treasury yield kind of hanging out, kind of falling back over here. XLK, nice little regular trading hour gap up. So that's bullish. I mean, it's kind of following yesterday's action, anyways. So there you go. So I think with this, it's just interesting that the Qs are the only ones who didn't break yesterday's low, while all the other indexes, except for the Dow didn't do it either. The Dow held, but the Russell and the ES did. And so I will be actually, I think this is probably more of an indicator of what's going to happen now. So let me add an alert there. So we will see and put a Monday low. Yeah, so I'm curious about that. All right, so the mega tech, let's see here. Apple kind of doing like a flag thing. So we could be poised to break out. So there you go. Yeah, Microsoft just kind of coiling and looking, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, closed above the high of yesterday, closed green. Looks poised to go up, just looking at it. Amazon, yeah, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. It looks like we want to turn around there. Ooh, Google. It's like we tried. We made the higher high, broke the low, closed down. In pre-market, we are kind of on the lows. So that is interesting. I guess we're cooling off. I guess we'll see if we break that low. Meta, all these red candles down, 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 down. This one's an inside candle, but it did close down. So not super strong, but not super weak. Nvidia gapped up, tried to pull it in Q, tried to break the highs again. So we might do it. We might pierce it. We'll see. I mean, I guess if you want it to be short, it's good risk reward. I just don't know if the probabilities are in your favor. So let's see. Tesla breaking out that little thing. I feel like the people who bought those 500 whatever call options up here maybe onto something. And then, yeah, Qs are the Qs gapping up. So, I mean, things do look bullish. I think we're kind of poised. Nothing looks really crazy. I mean, Tesla looks like it's giving us some type of signal that something's happening. Nvidia is right there. Um, Apple looks very poised. Microsoft looks poised. Amazon looks like it wants to come back. Google's is cooling off, but I mean, it's been on a tear, so I think it's fine. Maybe we sweep that low, bounce off of this EMA, and then kind of go back up. We'll see. Meta is up, but it does look like a little bit weaker, even though it's up. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, it's definitely not bearish. It's just not as poised as everything else. So still looks overall bullish, a little cautiously bullish. So let's see. And then for me on the NQ here, All right, so I like how, yeah, so that was that key level. And in pre-market, we just kind of bounce between these levels. So this key level here, one, tried attempt it once, attempt it twice, broke down. Let's see if we can attempt it again. See what we do. If we can get above that, maybe we go up to here. And if we get to here, maybe we shoot up. So that'll be interesting. But then if we can't stay above this dark pool level, kind of break, there might be some fighting here. But if we get here, probably we get back down to here. So we'll see. I think cautiously bullish, but I don't know until after we know about the government shutdown or not that we continue like making all-time highs. So, but I mean, the market is the market, so who knows what's going to happen. So be open to both sides. I guess it is cautiously bullish, so I have to be open to if we break above this and we hold, like we could go up at least into this breakdown level around here, and then that would be a good trade. If it happens fast, then obviously I'd be looking for a short once we kind of get to these levels and kind of fall back over. Yeah, I don't know that we make all-time high. I really just don't know if we make all-time highs on a if we make and hold all-time highs on a government shutdown. So we'll see. Maybe we poise ourselves and then they save the government and everything goes amazing and then we go all-time highs. So that's what I think. A little bit rambly this morning. Sorry, it's the first. I'm just looking at it as I'm looking at it here. Quick look at Grok. So we're mildly bearish. Interesting. 60% bearish. So that's interesting. What do we say? Bearish to choppy bias. Okay, so Grok and GPT are saying that. Um, so, and then for Claude, neutral to slightly bearish. So it's interesting, right? So I was thinking, well, maybe like everything does look bullish, and I should be open to the upside. AI is saying we're slightly bearish today across the board. Interesting. So I have to take that under advisement. So we'll see how the morning goes. And I think that's it for me. All right. Thank you. Don't get caught.